told you that the weather conditions were going to continue to change throughout the evening, and that is definitely true in this area of the Siskiyou Pass. Just about 30 minutes ago, this road behind me was completely clear, and as you can see, there's a fresh layer of powder. The people here behind me say they're not only here to pay respects to those 17 victims that lost their lives last week, they're also here demanding change. And that pursuit ended here on North Phoenix Road in this crash behind me. Police tell me that as employees of DHS were leaving the building tonight, they noticed a suspicious briefcase left behind. That's why they called the police. First, the suspect tried to break into this door. You can see all of the damage. He quickly realized that it was a false door, so he made his way over here. Then he tried to break into this window. He successfully got in, and it's all caught on camera. Talent Post Office tells me last week they started putting up these sturdy barriers so that if this happens again, people will run into the barriers and not through the wall of the building. We're in a 4-foot pool right now, folks, so why is it so hard to pull off these stunts in such a small space? It's been over 2 months since Kevin Mayo was killed while riding his motorcycle on Interstate 5. The man accused of purposely swerving into him in December was indicted by a grand jury today on charges of manslaughter in the first and second degree. I spoke to the Mayo family who drove down here from Brookings today. They tell me they're very discouraged to find out that this case could take up to 18 months to finally resolve.
Manslaughter just seems very light considering the fact that he ran into my son. My son was on a motorcycle. Any motorist would know that if they ran into a human on a motorcycle, that would result in their death.
The Mayo family says they've gone through unimaginable grief since Kevin's death. Today, they were disappointed to find out this case will take longer to resolve than they had hoped for. It was back in December that their son Kevin was killed while riding his motorcycle on I-5 near South Medford. 65-year-old Raleigh Rodriguez was arrested at the time, accused of intentionally swerving into Kevin. A FedEx truck dash cam captured the whole incident.
Every OSP officer that I've talked to, the district attorney that I talked to, the lady that's here, the victim witnesses that we talked to, have all saw the video, and Raleigh Rodriguez clearly used his used his truck as a weapon.
The DA's office tells me it's taken some time for OSP to wrap up its investigation. Rodriguez was able to bail out shortly after the crash. The Mayo family says it's hard to even drive on the interstate since that day, and even harder to know the man accused of swerving into their son is not in custody.
Yeah, be home with their family while we walk around with Kevin's ashes around our neck, you know? It makes no sense.
The Mayo family says the arraignment will be in the next 30 days. In Medford, Eliana Sheriff, Newswatch 12.